Besides, how'd you go about summing that one up? It was a game that seemed to have absolutely everything in it.
Yeah, exactly that. It's really hard to sum up the emotion and the feel of it. I'll probably try and talk you through it if that's the best way of doing it. So obviously for the first, as everyone saw, first 15, 16, 17 minutes, it wasn't quite right. We didn't get the way that we wanted our back three to press. It didn't work, so we had to change it. So and I thought bringing Osh in, moved him on one into midfield. That was, I thought he was fantastic today, absolutely fantastic. And you thought he played there for his whole career. He was a real plus today. I thought he was brilliant. Tired towards the end, which I think you saw with their second goal, just couldn't quite get there, and I'm frustrated because there was a couple of minutes earlier I was thinking about bringing him off, and then as well how well he's done, you wanted to see how long you can keep him out there for. So frustration, but after we made the change, I thought we did really, really well. Allowed ourselves, played our way into the first half, and then at half time it was just all about, we just got to get some more confidence into them. So I felt that we got to a point on the pitch, did well to get to a point on the pitch, and then whether it was just that confidence to try and take somebody on, or it was that confidence to make a pass, or it was that confidence to find to have a mate who's come over to help you out. It just kind of didn't quite happen, and we spoke about that at half time, and I think what you saw in the second half through 2 or 3 incredible challenges was a group of lads that were desperate to do well today, and then that continued into the rest of the second half, and they gave absolutely everything. I don't think you can question any of their work ethic or anything like that today. They gave absolutely everything for me, for the group itself. Everything this week has been about togetherness. It's been about pulling together with each other and trying to bring it all back in line again. And we spoke a hell of a lot about looking after your mate and all of that sort of stuff. So, and then the kicker, and you can see it at the end there. But what I will say is these are all what this has to be, and this must be this is learning opportunities for them. I think it's important to say that we play the level that we play. We know that we'll make mistakes, and we know that there'll be things that happen in the game which will frustrate anybody who's watching it. But they're giving everything. They're an open bunch. I believe that they're desperate to learn, and they're absolutely devastated that they've conceded there at the end. I've not seen the dressing room like that. They were truly devastated, as we all were watching it. So a tough one to take, but I do so with pride that I believe they gave me absolutely everything today.
The red card seemed to galvanise literally everybody inside the stadium, really, and the atmosphere really picked up then, and then you go and get the equaliser, and you think, it looks like there's only going to be one team go on and get that second goal, but it was a real sucker punch twice, right at the death.
Well, I thought Douglas had a great chance. I thought it was written in the stars a little bit for me for Douglas to be on the pitch and to score what that would have been to put us in front. Another fantastic ball by Liam Gordon. Jamil Mack gave me everything. As he's well known, he's not up to speed where he would want to be, and he needs a pre-season in him to get to that. But he gave absolutely everything for me today, and for everybody else, and for the group. And then obviously we get back in it with Connor again, which is an incredible strike. But what I will say is, going back to the whole it being galvanised, the whole building, of course it picked up, but I'd like to think everybody could see with some of the tackles that were made at the start of that second half just how much it did mean to them. I spoke about that at half time, lifting the whole place, and trying to be that one that did that person that did that, and Manny and Joe Lowe went into some incredible tackles at the start of that second half. So yeah, I've surmised it as best as I can. I think it won't hide and shut the disappointment, because it is disappointing and we're all gutted about that, but it's I can go with it if I believe they've given everything, and I believe they did.
We spoke after Tuesday's defeat about playing for a sense of maybe professional pride for these final 3 games this season, and I think everybody who was out there today can walk off with their head held high despite us walking away with no points from that one, definitely, because you could see how gutted everybody was at the end when that 3rd goal went in.
Yeah, emotional, without question, without doubt, it's emotional. But again, I go back to it. There are little details that as you do go up the levels, the little details get learned, and then the little details become second nature, and then that has a knock-on effect to things that happen within the game. So I think that is where we're at as a group. We were very young today. I was very aware of that before the game, that we were a young group and a young team that were playing. And then with that, you do get inconsistencies. But I go back to it, as you've just said. They were truly, they're truly gutted that we've conceded at the end there, and they gave absolutely everything they possibly could. Playing with against 10 men brings its own physical challenges, because you're moving the ball, you're on the ball a lot more, you're having to try and create space, you're having to try and make forward runs, you're having to try and break the opposition down, and you're having to be on the front foot even more. And I think we did that for large spells, but of course we speak about the sucker punch, or the 2 sucker punches, which we have to learn from. And that has to be the remit from now, is we learn and try and make improvements.